quality of life, safe and secure communities, unified with the environment, ensuring all of this for future generations. Our efforts provide the momentum to bring us all into a bright future.
Hi, I'm Ronnie from Sumitomo Drive Technologies. Welcome to our webinar for Sumitomo Drop-In Solutions. Do you have a gearbox that's obsolete in your factory? Or a gearbox that requires an upgrade in capacity? Or how about you have purchased a system where that gearbox is not supported in your country? The Sumitomo Drop-In Reducer may just be the solution for you. Now, what is a drop-in? The Sumitomo Drop-In Reducer is a custom-made gearbox designed to fit onto the existing dimension of your gear reducer. This allows you to replace an obsolete gearbox or even upgrade the capacity of the gearbox within the existing footprint. With certain products like induction motors, there are international standards such as IEC and NEMA that allow swapping one brand with another easily. However, the same could not be said for industrial gear reducers. Every manufacturer has their unique dimension. This makes swapping one brand with another extremely challenging and time-consuming. This is where the Sumitomo Drop-In Reducer may just be the solution for you. The following video will provide a quick overview of the Sumitomo Drop-In solution. My colleagues will elaborate on the benefits and the reference cases. Thank you.
Hello, this is Danny. He is a factory manager. There are many gearboxes operating in his factory for various applications. Some of the gearboxes are giving him problem always. When it breaks down, production stopped, losing lots of money. The internal gears always damage within 1 to 2 years. Replacement parts are expensive. Also, the gearbox was running hot and required frequent oil change. Danny is determined to solve it permanently. Replacing the same gearbox will not solve the issue. Danny is looking for an alternative solution. He searched online and found Sumitomo offers drop-in gearboxes. He made the call. Sumitomo's engineer, Tony, attended to his request promptly. They accessed the gearbox together and Danny listed down his requirements. Same mounting dimension are crucial. Modification on base or coupling should not be required. Increase gear rating for longer service lifespan and find a way to reduce the operating temperature. Danny was wondering if it's even possible. A couple of days later, Tony presented a full drop-in solution to Danny. The proposed gearbox has identical mounting dimension with existing unit. Higher mechanical rating can be achieved by optimizing gear design, 25-degree pressure angle, and latest manufacturing method. A fan was added to lower the operating temperature as well. Interchanging work was a breeze. The Sumitomo drop-in unit is working well and lasted for many years. The old unit was kept as spare. Problem is solved.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed the introduction video, and I guess you have a better understanding of what is a drop-in solution now. I will take over from Ronnie now and explain what are the different types of drop-in solution. Let's start with partial drop-in, or some may call it a retrofit. The definition is a replacement of using a standard reducer and minimum modification. In this short animation, we added a transition base onto the existing mounting base. With the transition base in place, a standard unit can be installed, matching the existing output shaft location and connect to the driven equipment. Retrofit are usually applied when we are replacing different type of reducer system. For example, a worm reducer system to a bevel helical reducer. This was the case for paper mill. We replaced a worm reducer with standard Paramex reducer plus a transition base. The high temperature and oily issue was solved after the replacement. This is another case in paper mill industry. Existing unit with oily issue, and we replaced with a standard unit plus transition blade to match existing mounting. The new unit was supplied with Viton seal set with high temperature resistance. This is another case for boom conveyor drive unit. We used a standard Paramex reducer, designed and supplied a base plate to fit onto existing structure. Again, no modification required from user side during the replacement. Now, let's look into full drop-in cases. A full drop-in solution provides 100% dimensional compatibility against any existing unit. Most of the time, the housing of the reducer will be fabricated steel in order to match the existing unit's dimension. The shaft can be specially designed to match the existing diameter and length, so as the gear, which can be made with special ratio and size as well. It sounds like a difficult task to accomplish. I'll let Ono-san to show you how we did it with ease.
Hi, we are dealing with drop-in inquiry on daily basis, and we understand customers need quick response and quote. To answer for that, we had developed system internally to respond fast and most importantly, accurate design. The first step is to select the closest size of standard Paramex based on the drop-in unit requirement. Sumitomo Paramex has the industry-leading sizing gap with a whopping 26 sizes across 2,000 Nm to 500,000 Nm range. There is always a right size for you. Next step is gearing. We will modify the selected Paramex standard gearing to match the existing unit's ratio and center distance. Standard gear set will be used as much as we could to minimize special components. The same process applies to shaft and bearing as well. And finally, the special housing. As you can imagine, housing design is not easy. The designer needs to consider the load, vibration, material strength, and many other factors. A new housing design usually takes days to complete. To design a complete reducer housing, we will need to define the external dimension, external and internal rib, oil flow, fins, bearing housing, and many other factors. This is not easy and extremely time-consuming. But at Sumitomo, we have a solution. We have developed a revolutionary housing configurator software for gearboxes. This allows us to generate any special housing design fast, accurate, and cost-efficient. All dimensions here are fully adjustable in accordance to Sumitomo Paramex housing design standard. Once completed, the software will generate 3D housing drawing as well as 2D dimensional drawing for fabrication. With this software, we can expect quick response time from us, near zero design error, and most importantly, cost reduction from design hours. Back to you, Tan-san.
Thank you, Ono-san. It's interesting to understand more, isn't it? Next, let us show you some of the full drop-in reference cases that we have completed in our region. The first case is a cold conveyor drop-in replacement. We supply a complete drive package and meet the existing pulley shaft mounting. The challenge of this project is the oil temperature and noise reduction. We have achieved this by having a built-in cooler and noise dampening material added into the drive package. Next is a case for cement reclaimer. For this drop-in case, we had upsized the gear rating above 10% while retaining the mounting dimension. This assured a longer lasting reducer. The housing was also specifically designed with holes to mount existing motor base and top arm. No modifications are required for this replacement. Next is a cement roller press drop-in project. This is an interesting project. Apart from dimensional drop-in and double output shaft requirements, we were tasked to achieve higher gear rating as well. Our answer to this is offset gearing arrangement. This will illustrate the difference between the two clearly. In order to achieve bigger gear rating within the limited housing size, we had designed an offset gear arrangement. The result was great, and up to date, we have completed 2 set replacement of the same unit at the same customer site. Kiln drive is also another common drop-in application in cement industry. In this case, the issue was an undersized reducer and frequent damage every 2 to 3 years. Our solution, a Sumitomo Seisa drop-in reducer with higher rating. It was put into operation for many years without any issue. Drop-in solution applies everywhere, including crane application. For hoisting or luffing application, the space of gearbox installation is limited. Modification work on top of the crane are difficult to be carried out as well. Drop-in provide the best answer for a trouble-free replacement. In this case, you will find the outlook of our drop-in reducer is different from the existing unit. However, the mounting and critical dimensions remains the same. It's still a 100% modification-free drop-in nevertheless. Drop-in is not limited to horizontal unit. We provide drop-in solution for various of vertical applications as well, such as pulper drive, mixer drive, and cooling tower. Considering the mounting base, fan hub, and long shaft connection to the motor outside the tower, a drop-in replacement is always necessary in order to replace an old or obsolete cooling tower reducer, which we have completed with many success. I hope the case sharing gave you a good reference on where we can apply the drop-in solution. And most importantly, you are aware that a solution is always available for you. The following is a quick summary of the benefit of drop-in solution. With this, we end this presentation and hand over to our colleagues for the question and answer sections. We hope you enjoyed this sharing section just like we did. Thank you for your time.